Martin Lewis has highlighted a change to the money purchase annual allowance that the Chancellor did not mention in today's spring budget. The money-saving expert took to Twitter to explain pension changes, which have been announced in the 2023 spring budget. Mr. Lewis explained that the amount people can put in their pension once they have begun drawdown has changed. He tweeted, "Pensions big changes to limits." Plus he didn't say but money purchase allowance up from £4k to £10k. This is the amount you can put in your pension once you've already taken some of it. #Budget 2023. Money purchase annual allowance is a special restriction on the amount people can pay into their pension and still receive tax relief once they've started taking it. The money purchase annual allowance kicks in when someone starts to access their pension pot for the first time. The money purchase annual allowance replaces one's annual allowance after they've started to draw their pension pots. The money purchase annual allowance was originally set at £4,000, but it's been increased and is now £10,000. It was created to stop people from trying to avoid tax on current earnings or gain tax relief twice by withdrawing pension savings and then paying them straight back in again. The main situations in which the money purchase annual allowance is triggered are if someone takes their entire pension pot as a lump sum or start to take lump sums from their pension pot, if someone moves their pension pot money into Flexi Access drawdown and start to take an income, if someone buys an investment-linked or flexible annuity where their income could go down, if they have a pre-April 2015 capped drawdown plan and start to take payments that exceed the cap. Mr. Lewis also highlighted the increase to the pension annual allowance and the scrapping of the lifetime allowance that Mr. Hunt mentioned. The annual allowance will increase from £40,000 to £60,000 from April 6, 2023, with 3 years carry forward remaining. However, the lifetime allowance has been scrapped, meaning there is no longer a 1 million cap on how much people can put in a pension. The Chancellor explained that this is to encourage healthcare workers such as GPs to stay in work without getting penalized. Stephen Cameron, pensions director at Aegon, commented on the increase of the money purchase annual allowance, explaining that the Chancellor's bumper pack of pension tax relaxations will come as a welcome boost to many individuals. Scrapping the lifetime allowance coupled with increasing the annual allowance by 50% to £60,000 will be particularly beneficial to higher earners, he said, but while not mentioned in his speech, the change which will benefit the greatest number of individuals is the increase in the little-known money purchase annual allowance, which will support a greater number of over 55 staying in or returning to the workplace. The money purchase annual allowance is increasing from £4,000 to £10,000. Many individuals over 55 who have taken income flexibly from their money purchase pension may not have realized that by doing so, they reduce the maximum they can then save in a pension. They may have done so because they lost their job or needed extra funds to tide them over during the pandemic or the current cost of living crisis. At its previous level of £4,000, there was a real risk it stopped individuals re-entering the workforce from benefiting fully from the workplace pension that came with the job. Today, the Chancellor also announced that typical household energy bills will remain at £2,500 a year for at least 3 months from April 1st. The energy price guarantee has been extended, which will be a big relief for many families who struggle to keep up with rising bills. The announcement ahead of today's budget follows a month-long campaign led by Mr. Lewis, founder of Money Savant Expert Co. which has been backed by 130 charities and consumer organizations. On his Twitter, Mr. Lewis said, "Confirmed. The energy price guaranteed 20% rise has been postponed from April to July, meaning in practice, it's cancelled. Exactly what my letter below to Chancellor asked for. Thanks to the GOV for listening and to the 135 charities backing the campaign.